Hello builders, Rod Builders. I want to share this little project with you. I see many people have built dryers and motor controllers using conventional pedals, but this is a little bit different on its second half. I've built a dryer, which is a 8-bit microprocessor, and a variable control, which is nothing unusual really. I used a off-the-shelf gearbox and motor. It's a little bit noisy, this one, but I also bought one of these Chinese chucks, which needs a little bit of work on the coupling here. Okay, but what I want to show you is something different, but I'll just go through the drying. This motor on this one is 240 RPM to the chuck, and I can alter that down to a slow speed for drying, or a faster speed. That's 0 to 240. Okay, I can change the direction with the switch, this toggle switch, and that'll change the direction. It's a pulse width modulator with a field effect transistor inside this control unit, so it'll drive just about any motor at 12 volts. In that direction, but the exception is that mine, I didn't originally plan to build this, but with this addition, but it has an antenna, and that's for my pedal. It uses a standard 12 volt power adapter, can be 2 amps, cheap again, off the shelf, and then an on-off switch here. Okay. So I'll come to the antenna shortly. At the moment I'm in dry mode with this first toggle switch here. If I put it to the down position, it goes off. That's because it's now in receive mode, but I will go back to that in a moment. I do have a Pack Bay wrapper, the very big one, with a 3-part aluminium deck, big aluminium chuck, and the conventional pedal, which is this one on my Pack Bay machine. Very good machine, super fast, uses 240 volts. I've chopped mine off there because I don't like it permanently tethered to the machinery. So, but I particularly don't find this pedal comfortable myself. But my original intention was to fit a different pedal. There is available from China, all sorts of pedals. I've bought many, but I was going to convert mine into one of these pedals. I find this a lot more comfortable with my foot, the whole foot on the pedal, and my heel on the floor. So I thought I'll convert mine and use one of these pedals instead. You can buy these with a built-in triac, and it can be wired into your existing Pack Bay or whatever you want to use it for. But I thought, well, why stay in the Stone Age with wires for the control of the pedal? So I made it wireless, and this is a 2.4 gig wireless pedal, and that will control this motor. Okay, now again, 8-bit microprocessor, a 2.4 gig transmitter inside this one. Very light, very convenient to have on the floor with no cables. And I've designed a PCB for this shield board, and then the modules plug into it, so if it was to fail I don't have to replace the whole thing, I just put a new module in. Okay, and ignore the label, that's the original manufacturer's. I bought this and then ripped all the guts out, designed my own PCB and put my PCB in it, and then adapted it to 2.4. It's been a lot of work to do. Now to switch on, there's a little micro switch which is soldered onto the PCB inside. Okay, if I just flick that on. And then I'm now in wrap mode, and I can use this 0 to 240 RPM, and I'll just show you. I found it very good, works fine for me. It has a 9-volt internal battery, and it will last approximately 13 hours on one charge. But you don't have to charge it. Another good thing about this is you don't have to charge it with the old-fashioned sort of chargers. I use a USB cable, as so. They're more designed for mobile phones, and you get the mobile phone adapter to suit your phone, and it clicks on there, but it's magnetic. Now what I've done, I've built that into the pedal itself, and that just pops onto there magnetically, and that will charge. I have to use obviously a 5-volt, in the UK 240 to 5-volt adapter, so I'll simply, it says, just plug that into, just pop that down a moment, just pop that into there, plug this into the main supply, and then a little blue indication there to say that the lead is supplying voltage, current to there, and then on my pedal I've got a little red LED can be seen there. So that means it's charging. It simply just comes off. Almost guaranteed never to wear out. I don't like jack plugs and sockets, but the pedal could still be used in this mode as well, but you would never do that really. Yeah, so that's the pedal. Takes a couple of hours to charge. At the moment I'm operating a DC motor. This is only a DC unit at the moment. I am working on a 240 volt version for traditional bigger motors like on the Pac Bay. The pedal would stay the same, it'll just be the receiver or the electronics to drive the motor. It's not difficult to do. The software is open source in C++, a derivative of C++. Quite simple to do. Finally, I've connected the motor unit, the gearbox unit, with a GX type aviation connector on there. Not in use, just pop one of these little caps on. It could have stayed on, to be fair. So if I was using it just as a dryer and I didn't have the motor connected at the time, I just pop the cap on, like so. Nice little unit, neat little unit. Just pop the motor back on, like so. And we're still connected. And if I don't want to wrap, put the switch up, and now I can just go into dry. Okay. I'll have no bearing when this is in dry mode. It has no effect, and simply just turn off. Okay. And also the wrap can be changed as well, the wrap direction. So if you are as I showed when it was drying. So if you want to go counterclockwise or clockwise, just operate the switch and it'll operate in either direction. So yeah, I think that's everything. I believe I'm the first person, or one of the first madmen to create one of these, a wireless version. In today's world, I don't know why manufacturers who are building rod building equipment don't supply them wirelessly. Maybe they're afraid of technology, or people don't want that, they just want something more basic. Maybe I've created something that's not really required, I don't know, but I'd welcome any suggestions and comments, and anything constructive more than welcome. Okay, thanks for watching.